Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Vimal Singh, and in this particular video, we'll see how we can prepare ourselves for SC-5002 Applied Skill Exam. This is not your typical Microsoft exam. There are no tricky multiple choice questions and not even guesswork. Microsoft drops you in live environment and asks you to fix the security related issues. And if you don't know where to click and how to fix, you will fail. So in this particular video, we'll talk about the most important question for SC-5002 that you can expect in your exam. And that includes just-in-time VM access, compliance fixing, key vault hardening, and SQL Server connectivity with private link. We are expecting questions from this area only. So let's get started. Let me show you something interesting. On the left-hand side, you see a student starting at a screen. There they get A, B, C, D as an option. And he's thinking maybe the option B would be the correct or the C. And that's how the most Microsoft exam works with objective questions. You read a question, eliminate two options, guess the answer, and move on. Even you are not 100% sure, still you can pass. Now look at the right side. No questions, no options. Just information. Secure this VM, fix compliance issues. And suddenly you are inside the Azure portal. There is no guessing here. You can't say maybe the option C would be the correct one because there is no options, only actions. And this exam gives you a problem, drops you into the Azure environment and watches what you do next. You click around, you check the VM and you notice that port 3389 is open. And no one is going to tell you need to enable GIT to secure it. You have to know it. You have to explore it. And this is where it hits you. This is not an exam anymore. This is your job. You are the cloud security engineer now. And your task is simple. Find the risk and fix it. So everything in this exam follows one simple flow. Problem, the environment, action that you're going to perform, and secure the environment. So basically you see a problem, you explore the Azure, you take action, and the system checks, did you fix it correctly or not? So if you're preparing like at a theory exam, you're preparing for the wrong test. Because SC-5002 doesn't ask, what do you know? It basically asks, what can you actually do? Let's walk through what's really happening here. Because this is not just a diagram. This is exactly how Microsoft tests you in the exam. Everything looks secure. Your VM is inside a VNet, protected by an NSG, and guess what? RDP port 3389 is blocked. No one from the internet can connect. But here's the catch. You need access sometimes. And that's where the problem begins. Now imagine you are the admin. You need to log into the VM. So you go to Defender for Cloud and you raise a request. I need access to the VM from my particular IP for 3 hours or whatever the duration is required. So in the exam, you won't be told create a GIT request. Instead, you will see something like secure management access to this VM. And you must recognize this is a GIT scenario. Now watch this carefully. Defender for Cloud steps in and it does not permanently open the port. Instead, it creates a temporary NSG rule, only your IP, only for a limited time, and only for the specific port. This is the key concept. Access is granted, but not exposed. Now you can connect the RDP, everything works, and you're inside the VM. But here's the important part. This access is controlled and monitored, not open for the world. And time passes, your session ends, and automatically the NSG rule is removed. Port 3389 is blocked again. No manual cleanup, no risk of leaving it open. So the entire flow happens behind the scenes. In the exam, Microsoft is testing, did you know where GIT is? Do you understand NSG behavior? Do you configure the time plus IP correctly or not? And let me save you here. If GIT does not work in the exam, you must check, is NSG attached to it or not? Does VM have public IP or not? And are you selecting the correct port or not? So remember this, GIT is not about opening a port. It is about never keeping it open in the first place. So in SC-5002, you won't be asked what is JIT. Instead, you will be placed in this exact situation and Microsoft will watch, can you secure it in the right way or not? Now let's imagine you just entered the exam and you open Microsoft Defender for Cloud. And this is what you see. Some resources are green, some are red. And one thing stands out, your compliance score is low. So behind the scene, Defender for Cloud is constantly scanning your environment like virtual machines, SQL database, storage accounts, maybe key vault, and some are marked as compliant or some non-compliant. So the exam will not say fix compliance. Instead, it might say improve the security posture or ensure resources meet security standard. And you need to connect these dots. Now Defender does something powerful. It evaluates your resources against Azure Security Benchmark, ISO 27001, or maybe NIST standards, and then it identifies the vulnerabilities or misconfiguration. And again, this is not theory. This is what is actually misconfigured in your environment right now. Now comes the most important part, recommendation. You will see things like enable MFA for admins or restrict public IP or public access to SQL or encrypt a storage account or rotate your key vault keys. So don't just read them, you must act on them. Now it is your turn. You click into the recommendation and you either fix it manually or use one-click remediation. For example, SQL is public, so disable the public access. Enable private endpoint. Storage not encrypted, enable encryption. And you're not fixing compliance, you're fixing real security issues. Now something satisfying happens. Your compliance score increases from 60% to 70% to 85% and so on. And the score represents how secure your environment is actually. Means higher score, better security posture. Let me simplify this for you. The exam is not testing, do you know this ISO 27001? It is basically testing, can you identify what is wrong? Navigate to the right resource and apply the correct fix. So remember this, compliance is not a report. It is a reflection of your security. So in SC-5002, Microsoft won't ask what is compliance. Instead, it will show you a broken environment and will ask you, can you make it secure and compliant? Now let's say you are inside the exam, you open an Azure SQL server, everything looks fine at first, but then you notice something dangerous. It is exposed to the internet. And right now, anyone from anywhere could try to connect. This is what most beginners do. Leave SQL public and just secure with the username and password. But in SC-5002, that's not enough. You won't see create a private endpoint. Instead, you will see something like ensure secure connectivity to the database, restrict public access. And now you need to think like an architect. So what do you need to do? The first step, you need to disable the public endpoint, that red cross you see in the diagram. And that's exactly what you're doing. Now SQL is no longer reachable from the internet, but you still need access. And now you create private endpoint and this changes everything. Instead of going over the internet, your traffic will flow inside the Azure, inside your VNet and using private IP. Now look at the left side, private DNS zone. And this is where most people fail. When your VM tries to connect SQL, it does not go directly. It first asks, what is the IP of the SQL server? And then DNS responds with a private IP, not public IP. So your traffic stays inside Azure, no exposure to internet, and fully secure communication. Let me warn you, most candidates create private endpoints, forget DNS, result connection fails. So must configure DNS because private endpoint without DNS is like having a locked door, but no addresses to find it. So let's connect everything. VM sensor request, DNS resolved to private IP, traffic goes via private endpoint, SQL is accessed securely, and public access is completely blocked. Not just clicks. Microsoft is testing, do you understand network isolation? Do you know DNS dependencies? And can you fully secure PaaS services? So remember this, Security is not just about blocking access, it is about controlling how access happens. So in SC-5002, Microsoft won't ask what is private link. Instead, it will give you an exposed SQL server and will ask, can you make it private in a right way? Now imagine this. You're inside the exam and you open Azure Key Vault. It looks secure. It stores secrets, keys, certificates, but then you notice something, that it is accessible publicly. At the first glance, everything seems fine. But think about this. If your key vault is exposed to the internet, anyone can attempt access. Even if authentication is strong, the attack surface is still open. So you won't see secure key vault using private endpoint. Instead, you will see protect sensitive data access or restrict exposure of key vault. And now you need to think in layers. So look at the diagram. The first step, block public access. The red cross, that's your action. Now, how do applications access it? Through private endpoint. So instead of internet traffic, everything flows inside VNet through private IP and secure channel. And you may allow trusted Microsoft services, but only if required. Now, even inside the network, not everything gets access. You control access using Azure role-based access control, access policies, managed identity, and service principles. Even if network is secure, wrong permission means security failure. Now comes the most critical part, protecting the data itself. So you enable soft delete, purge protection, and what happens? If someone deletes a secret, it goes to the soft delete and it can be recovered. If someone tries to permanently remove it, blocked by the purge protection. Once you have enabled purge protection, you cannot delete it. And this is not just key vault. This is defense in depth. Network security means private access, access control, who can access, and data protection, even if deleted, recoverable. So the most candidates only configure networking, forget purge protection, ignore access policies. So partial security, not complete. So your task may fail if you have not configured it properly. So remember this, securing key vault is not one setting, it is 3-layer working together. In SC-5002, Microsoft won't ask again what is key vault security. Instead, it will give you an exposed key vault and you can secure it completely without missing a layer. So here in this scenario, you log in, you open the Azure environment, and this is what you see. At first glance, everything looks deployed. VM is running, SQL servers are available, key vault exists, but then you start digging, where you see VM has RDP open, SQL servers publicly exposed, key vault allows public access, and Defender for cloud tells you the truth. Security score is 25%, vulnerability is 15. Nothing is down, but everything is insecure. And now, here is the tricky part. The exam doesn't say again, fix VM or SQL or key vault. Instead, it says something like harden the environment, improve security posture. And now you need to figure out everything. You start the VM problem, RDP port is open to the internet, enable just-in-time access, no permanent access, no temporary, only temporary, and control access. First risk eliminated. Now next SQL server problem, public endpoint enabled, solution, disable public access, create private endpoint, ensure private connectivity. SQL is only accessible inside the VNet. Second risk eliminated. Now key vault, problem public access enabled, disable public access, enable private endpoint, turn on soft delete, purge protection. Secrets are protected even from accidental or malicious deletion. Third risk is eliminated. Now look at the right side. Everything changes. VM, GIT enabled, SQL, private access only, and key vault fully secure. And the result, security score 95%, vulnerability 0. And this is the goal of the exam. Not perfection, but secure transformation. And this is not just architecture. This is the exact journey you go through in SC-5002. Identify the risk, apply the fixes, validate the security, and improve posture. So most people fix only one issue, ignore others, don't verify the result. So that will be partial completion and you may get lower score. So in the exam, always think what is still exposed, what is still public, what is still misconfigured. So remember this exam doesn't test if you can deploy. It tests if you can secure what is already deployed. So in SC-5002, Microsoft gives you a broken environment, and ask, can you turn this into a secure architecture? And if you can do, you don't just pass the exam. You think like a real cloud security engineer yourself. Okay, now let me help you out that how we are going to explore the detail from the Microsoft official places uh, while preparing this exam. So for example, if I'm preparing for SC-5002, so I need to search for SC-5002 applied skill. The first link that you see will take you to that particular page. As you see, this is Microsoft Applied Skill exam. And if you have already appeared, you passed this exam. So you need to wait for some time to reappear in this to just improve your mark, or maybe if you got failed, you'll get another chance. And then, as you see, the more detail, you're getting 2 hours to complete this assessment. And this particular assessment is available in these languages. 72 hours you need to wait for the next launch. Unfortunately, if you get failed. And this is the clear message we are getting. It is being evaluated in this particular assessment, like configure Microsoft Defender for Cloud just in time, implement a log analytics workspace, and so on, which we have already covered in our videos. And once you're ready, you just need to go and click on start. As you see, I already cracked this on the April 3rd, 2025, 86%, and at this place, 91%. And you can have the complete detail where you got what. The most important part is what you need to go for this study guide. So if you click on a study guide for this applied skill, it will take you to this particular page where you will get the clear picture what exactly they are expecting. So if you see the domain, the first configure Microsoft Defender for Cloud, install agent on Azure VM, configure email notification, and this is the particular module you need to explore and expect question from here. Then the second point, implement just in time. This is what you need to check. This is the module that you need to explore. Similarly, log analytics workspace, mitigate network security risk, and so on. These are the area where we must explore and the reference document. So the video, this document and material will definitely help you to get the certificate in your bucket. And the good thing, these exams are free of cost. You don't need to pay multiple attempts. So grab the certificate before Microsoft start charging for it. Okay, so I hope you got an idea how can you prepare yourself for this SC-5002 applied skill exam. And the point which I have mentioned must keep in your mind, and definitely you will crack this. I hope you find it informative. If yes, don't forget to like and subscribe the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next.